Welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. My name is Dorcas Yakubuzala, bringing you trending stories that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today, and also their opinions on such issues. Court orders suspension of Sanusi II's reinstatement as Kano Emir. House of Reps members pass bill to revert to old national anthem. I'll keep contesting for presidency as long as I'm healthy, Atiku Abubakar says. UK to introduce mandatory English test for migrant graduates. Now, top on what's trending, Justice Ahmad Liman of the Federal High Court sitting in Kano has issued an order suspending the implementation of the amended Kano Emirate Law of 2024. With the order of the court, the reinstatement of Muhammad Sanusi II as Emir of Kano will be put on hold. According to a suit filed by Alhaji Aminu Bappa Dang Agundi, Sarkin Dawaki Babba against the Kano state government before the court, the applicant prayed for an order to suspend the implementation of the new law made by the Kano State House of Assembly. Newsmen reports that after listening to the applicant, the court ordered that the implementation and the operation of the Kano State Emirate Council Law 2024 be suspended. Now, someone said, they just don't like this man because he's the only one that doesn't tolerate their excessive and barbaric behavior. Another person said, we lost our identity as a people ever since we allowed the British impose government over monarchy. Another wrote, but our judiciary takes pleasure in making mockery of itself. Now, next on what's trending, members of the House of Representatives have passed a bill that will make Nigerians revert to the old national anthem, Nigeria We Hail Thee. The bill, sponsored by the Majority Leader of the House, Professor Julius Ihom-Vere, underwent an accelerated consideration on the floor of the House before passage. The bill, which was passed despite oppositions by the Minority Leader of the House, Kingsley Chinda, and some other lawmakers, will now be sent to the Senate for concurrence before being sent to the President for assent. Now, before we take the comments, let's take a look at the old national anthem. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own native land. No tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigeria's tall and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be our symbol, that's truth and justice reign. In peace of heart to all us, and peace we come as gain. To honor to our children, our banner we all stay. Oh God of all creation, that is our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria shall be blessed. Now, someone said, is that the problem of Nigeria? Hunger and hardship is killing us here. Another person said, the idea is to keep us talking about these things and get us all distracted. The national anthem is not the problem. The leaders are the problem. Until we kick them out, we'll continue in the same circle. Another opined, APC would add it to their achievements very soon, mark my word. Now, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar says he will keep contesting for the Nigerian presidency as long as he is hale and healthy. He said this during an interview on the Hausa service of the Voice of America in Abuja. Atiku, 77, who was the flag bearer of PDP in the 2023 election, will be 81 by the next presidential election, which is in 2027. During the interview, Atiku said, of course, I will keep contesting again and again as long as I am alive and healthy. Atiku Abubakar has run for the #1 office 6 times, but has been held on the ballot as a presidential candidate on 3 occasions, 2007, 2019, and 2023. Abubakar said he is consoled by the fact that former United States President Abraham Lincoln did not win the presidential vote on the first time of asking. Now, someone said, never give up, my man. Keep showing up like Arsenal Football Club. Another person said, it worked for Buhari, you might be lucky. Another wrote, why old politicians give way for the young ones to learn. Let the young take over. Don't want any recycling politicians anymore. And now in Rivers State, the chairman, Ikwere Local Government Area of Rivers State, Samuel Nwanosike, has dared Governor Siminalayi Fubara, saying he would not vacate his office at the end of his tenure on June 16. Nwanosike directly addressed the state governor in a video stating his intention to remain in office beyond the stipulated date. He cited an extension of tenure by state lawmakers under the leadership of Martin Amagule as justification due to the state government's failure to conduct local government elections. Nwanosike asserted that he would continue in his role and warned that the people of Ikwere local government area would resist any attempt to remove him from office. Now, a netizen said, ordinary local government chairman challenging a sitting governor, shaking my head. Another person said, we will not start justice for Anosike because he will definitely end at the back of hillocks. Another person wrote, Omo, the disrespect Wike is causing in Rivers would come back to his household very soon. Now, the federal government has apologized to Nigerians over the current hardship in the country. The Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, tendered the apology in Abuja on May 22nd at the ministerial sectoral update as part of activities for the one-year anniversary of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He said, the way out is to restore macroeconomic stability that will ensure that investors, both domestic and international, put their faces in our economy once again. And we are all doing this without a blame game. He added, I apologize for the pain that they may occasion, but they are necessary. So not surprisingly, the exchange rate is not yet where we want it to be. Inflation is not yet where we want it to be. Now, a netizen said, there will still be a little hardship even if Peter Obi were to be president. Another said, they have zero empathy for the citizens, they don't care. Another opined, the hardship is necessary, but them and their families are spending money carelessly. Now, a woman, Salisu Aishat, and 7 others have been arrested in connection with the death of a man at a party in the Ijora Badia area of Lagos State. Aishat was celebrating her birthday with guests on Olayemi Street, Ijora Badia, when the tragedy occurred. Guests were busy having fun during the celebration when the victim was suddenly found lying unconscious on the floor of the party venue, newsmen report. The State Police Public Relations Officer Benjamin Hundeyin told newsmen that the incident happened around 9:10 p.m. on April 16, 2024, and that it was a concerned member of the community who reported the case to the police. Now, someone said, this kind of unforeseen problem while trying to have fun is really terrible. Another person said, this is the exact reason I ran from the get-together that turned house party I was lured to attend. How would I have explained that I have been home all this while and the day I decided to go out, they arrest me? Another person wrote, they should arrest all of them. I pray they have CCTV. If not, autopsy should be done before they release anybody. Rest in peace. Now, police operatives serving in the Nsukka sector of the Enugu State Command's Anti-Cultism Tactical Squad have arrested a Masquarad Oriopa caught on tape physically assaulting the female victim at Ugwoye Junction, Nsukka. The masquerader was later identified as one Ugwoke Ebube, age 22, of Enugu Road, Nsukka. A statement released by DSP Daniel Ndukwe May 22nd says an investigation into the case suggests that the suspect was part of a group of masqueraders that similarly assaulted a female nurse riding on a motorcycle, as captured in a viral video in April 2024. Ndukwe mentioned that the State Commissioner of Police, CP Kanaya Uzuegbu, while condemning the act, has warned those intending to hide under the guise of culturally celebrated masquerades to commit such criminal acts of assault against fellow citizens to desist forthwith. Now, someone said, Wahala no dey finish. I remember those days when we toast a girl and she refuses. She's always the target whenever we are doing masquerade. Laugh out loud. Now, another person said, 22-year-old boy, we suppose day school, carry clothes cover face, they behave like who is possessed. Another person said, you try this with my daughter, sister or mother, that's the end of that, you and your gods. Now, Nigerian music star Spyro recounts how a serious heartbreak from a girl he was about to propose to forced him to dislike Canada. In a recent post on his official Instagram account, Spyro said, I want to be honest today. The reason why I have pushed this tour this far is because I was still healing from a serious heartbreak from one of your girls there. Quite painful as I saw a future with us. Already bought a ring and all of a sudden she ended it. And for what? Because a female friend pecked me after I bought her something she needed and I wanted to be open. So I told her, and that led to a series of events that ended the relationship. Since then, I resented the idea of Canada and everything that surrounds it. But now I am healed thanks to a series of messages from my pastor. Now a fan said, when a man talks about his pains, he talks too much. When a man dies with his pains, they go say, why he no talk? Shaking my head. Another person said, one thing I have observed is that humans don't like honesty. They claim they do, but they don't. If you had lied, maybe it would have saved the relationship. But the truth is, she wasn't for you. Another opined, this man talks too much. Why did you tell her about an innocent peck? To make her jealous or make yourself seem in demand? And why are you telling us? And now on the foreign scene, migrant graduates who go to the UK through the graduate route would soon need to take mandatory English tests every year. This change is part of a new government plan to make sure only the best and brightest stay in the UK. The cabinet is set to approve these new laws for the scheme, which now allows foreign students to work in the UK for 2 years after they graduate. The new policy will also affect universities and colleges with high dropout rates. These institutions will lose the ability to recruit international students. Additionally, the Home Office will target recruiting agents who misled foreign students into leaving their degrees for low-paying jobs, often below minimum wage. Government sources say the revised graduate route scheme is part of a larger effort to tighten immigration rules. Now someone said, some of us can write and spell words better than some British. Being brilliant is not by speaking British accent. Another person said, make it make sense. So immigrants should prove they can speak English, then pay tuition fee to get tutored by lecturers who can't speak or write correctly, then get employed and report to a secondary school dropout. No be their fault. Another alleged, they want to milk people through all means. Another compulsory IELT of almost 300k. And now to a funny video of a boy who practicalized his barbing skills on himself and his brother. Take a look.
My haircut.
What did you do?
I got my haircut.
What did you do?
I got my haircut.
How did... I took a shower for 5 minutes. Where did you find this? He got his brother's hair too.
And that's it. You're up to date with trending stories across the world. Follow us and subscribe to all our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. Until next time, goodbye.